Hi, I'm Connie. Welcome back to Valley Hatchery's Chicken Support Insight Podcast. We're here to help you raise strong, healthy backyard flocks with confidence. I'm here with Matt.
Hey everyone.
Today, we're talking about brooder troubleshooting in February. That is when a lot of people are starting chicks for the season, and a small setup issues tend to show up once birds are home and settled. Let's jump in. So, Matt, what are some of the most common brooder issues people run into in the early season?
Early in the season, the most common brooder issues usually come from the setup itself rather than outdoor conditions. So the big ones are temperature inconsistencies, part of the brooder being too hot or too cold, like damp or compacted bedding, and heat source placement problems. So it's always important to remember that these are normal adjustments, not failures. So always watch chicks' behavior before changing anything. If they're huddled under the heat or spread out at the edges, that tells you more than guessing. So small tweaks to temperature, bedding, or lamp placement usually solves the issues quickly.
Absolutely, Matt. Most of this isn't about doing something wrong. It's just part of dialing in a new brooder.
That's correct. And yeah, Connie, how can people tell the difference between normal chick behavior and signs of stress or illness?
So, chicks that are chirping very loudly, or if they're huddled together, or if they're away from the heat source at the other end, they are either too hot or too cold. So, what you want is no chirping and just contentment over them eating and drinking.
That's correct for sure. One off moment doesn't always mean something's wrong. It's the overall picture that matters.
Yeah, Matt, how about feeding or watering issues tend to show up in a brooder?
In a brooder, common feeding and watering issues usually come down to setup. So, water access and cleanliness are key. Dirty or hard to reach water can cause dehydration. So, spilled water can make bedding damp, which stresses the chicks and increases risk of illness. Feed placement is also important. Too close together can cause crowding, too far apart, and some chicks may not eat enough. Before assuming a health problem, always check the basics first, like small practical corrections like adjusting feeders, cleaning waterers, or spreading feed evenly. It usually fixes most issues.
That's correct, Matt. Exactly. Sometimes it's just a simple adjustment, nothing complicated.
So, what adjustments should people be thinking about as chicks grow in the brooder?
The bedding is the most important, where they should be warmth in the winter time and make sure it is not moist, that it's consistent lighting without over stipulation, gradual safe heat adjustments based on chick behavior, and reinforce avoiding sudden changes or overcorrecting.
That's right, Connie. Gradual changes make a big difference. It's not about redoing everything.
That's right, Matt. Hopefully, this helps people feel more confident handling brooder issues early in the season.
And most brooder problems are fixable with small, calm adjustments.
If you're brooding chicks right now, take a moment to observe what's working well, what might need a small tweak. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye bye.